Welcome to Everybody's Got a Price. I am your president and chief operating advisor. Was that right? Chief operating advisor?
I don't.
Is that a role?
Yeah.
Just president.
CEO, dude.
He is the co-president.
Wait.
What?
Chief operating advisor?
Yeah, I don't know. It sounded smart. It sounded like
the
something.
COA. No,
yeah, it
it's
sounded
not
like it had a thing.
It's definitely not a thing.
I am the lawyer. No, that's not a real. The teacher.
Do you want to be the president?
The leader of this podcast.
Okay.
And whatever is less than leader and humiliating is what is right next to me. Josh Nelson, everybody.
The secretary. What's up, everybody?
Very excited today.
Yeah.
Man, the fact that you're here right now with us.
I didn't know if you'd ever get through that intro.
I know, it takes a long time.
That was amazing.
It's very clunky.
That's the COA.
In my brain, I go, what if I come up with a clever title and then give him something shitty? But we're pretty deep into this. So each episode, and now I'm going, maybe he's Heaven's Naughtiest Angel. That's what I called him one time, and I've ran out of...
Also, they don't realize that was like his 9th take on that intro.
That's not true. Does this seem like a podcast that does more than one take? It isn't.
That was your 9th take.
How are you?
I'm good, man. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, where do you live nowadays? I always ask you this.
I know. I'm here now.
You're in LA.
Which is like a sad thing to be asked, considering we both live in the same town.
I know, but it's like, because...
It's like, no, I live here, dude. You just don't see me out. I play it real, real stealth.
I don't really. You have to make a conscious effort to see anybody really in this town.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
I'm always excited every time I see him. I'm like, yeah, this guy's fucking rules. He's funny. Like I like talking with you. I'm like, we should hang out more. But then if I just forget until I see you next.
I know.
And my excuse in my brain is like, well, he must live in New York or he must live in St. Louis or whatever. But
I love when someone tells you that and you're like, all right, Tuesday.
Yeah.
You want to do Tuesday?
That's good. I need someone like that. I'm a child.
I'll try.
Yeah, let's smoke cigars
I've
tonight.
been turned
How about that?
Yeah, all right.
You smoke
tonight?
cigars? Yeah, let's smoke cigars tonight.
Where at?
My house.
Where you live?
I live right by here.
All right, I'll look.
Josh will be there.
Yeah, he's trying to figure out how to get out of it.
No,
Yeah,
I just became that guy. I just became that guy.
He taught me that.
You fucking.
I used it against him.
Yeah. You put him on the spot.
You know what? I didn't think it would be in 5 hours.
Yeah,
I thought you were
fair
gonna-
enough.
There it is.
This week.
You know what? I'm right after this for
All
5
right.
minutes.
That's
No, I could be down with that.
Yeah.
Although I'm not a big cigar guy. I know
you're
I'm a little
not?
bitch. I know.
Well, I used to drink, and now I can't drink, so I do
Oh,
cigars.
you stopped boozing.
You stopped boozing. Yep, sober. 251 days.
Damn, counting and everything.
Yeah, well, because I want to drink every day, but I don't.
God, good for you, man.
Yeah, I feel good.
I've gone off and on. I hate saying that to people, but I've done like 6 months.
Yeah, no, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
You feel better after those 6 months, eh?
I do, unfortunately.
But drinking's fun. I get it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it again. I got my bachelor party coming up in a couple weeks.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah. In
Is
Chicago.
Nikki Glazer going to be at your bachelor party?
Yeah. If she lets me get married, yeah.
Where you going for the bachelor party?
One of the boys?
One of the
There's like all
boys.
these dudes and then Nikki Glazer.
Oh my god!
Hey, I just want to be one of the boys. You guys want to talk about Taylor Swift?
What are you doing?
Yeah,
to
you're
me?
like, you're ruining the bachelor party. I told you could come, and now you got to act like a boy.
He's like, I don't want to say that.
No, I'm fine. I'm open to anything. Look at me blushing.
Yeah,
I haven't blushed in 45 years. Yes, Nikki will be there.
Where are you going for the bachelor party?
Chicago.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Yeah, gonna do a Cubs game.
Oh, hell yeah.
Take out a boat, a little yacht, if you
Nice.
will, on Lake Michigan. Stay at the Viceroy, like real
Oh,
fancy.
so you're doing it nice. Yeah.
Well, my brothers are rich, and I do this. So.
Oh, that's smart. Wait, so your brothers are going to rent the yacht, and
And
or
the
is
hotel.
it their yacht?
Yeah, no, it's not their
But
yacht.
they'll rent it, yeah.
They'll rent
That's cool.
it.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. A lot of like old friends meet new friends that I've never met, and I
Great.
don't know if it's gonna.
It'll be fine.
Yeah,
Comics,
It's a bunch of dudes.
Comics are perfectly trained for bachelor parties, receptions, weddings, that kind of stuff. Because what's the most stressful part of a wedding? Not that I've been like married, but I've been to plenty of weddings where they're like pulled in all these different directions, and they feel the pressure. Like you're like, everyone I love is here, and I'm being pulled over here, and like the night goes fast, and then they're also maybe drinking stuff, and they're like, but I didn't get to talk to Josh long. I feel guilty, and he brought his girlfriend, and I didn't get to. Whereas we deal with that all the time.
Yes.
So like we're super used to just that.
If you're a buddy and you're still a raging cokehead who
Yeah.
cheats on his wife, I could talk to you. And if you're also now like into religion now and you haven't drank for 6 years, I'm very good at adapting.
Yo, for
like
sure.
a chameleon. Almost so much though where who the fuck am I?
You
Like
lost
who am I where I
lost
keep
yourself.
having to be like, why am I that bitch who
Yeah.
has to keep changing his personality?
But it's like a weird meet and greet.
I
You know, it's like
know.
this long, but like I don't know who you're marrying, but are they gonna be good at that, or is it gonna be stressful for them?
No, they'll be good at it.
Okay,
They'll be
good.
good. No, I'm very good at it. It's just that I would sometimes I wish I could just be the guy
Yeah.
that just sits there.
Chills. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Doesn't
I've-
want everyone to like him.
I used to be the guy that wanted everyone to like him, and that was very like, you know, and I always admired the guy who didn't give a fuck.
Yes.
Like, that was just like, I'm fine with this, and whoever. So it's like I'm halfway there, but I'm still very much.
It's
boy.
funny the idea of you giving up alcohol and then becoming more of
Wait,
like I'll say whatever the fuck I
Yeah.
want. It's like because I haven't had a drink in 3 years.
well, because the alcohol just made me be like, hey, you know, sometimes people spit on you, you know. Yeah, sometimes your car gets stolen. Let's go to the bar, you know.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, you walk by my car, you know, like it's totally.
Irritability's turned
Yeah,
up.
I've never dealt with irritability before. I used to just puke in an Uber and moonwalk home, and now I'm like,
Now you'll do a hate
now I'm
crime.
like, look at these fucking kids in front of my house.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I've never seen them in this neighborhood before. For no reason at all. Just booze is
You have an intervention. Your family sits you down like, look, we need you to start drinking. now.
anything. Find a new vice, dude. We can't keep fielding these mass texts.
Hey man, it's cool you're not drinking, but you're an asshole.
yeah, dude. You
It
are
has
not
become
nice, dude.
Trying to really figure it out. I'll just be grumpy
I got
for 3
interviewed
days.
before. I had an intervention to me by my brother, again, the more successful brothers, and one other friend. It wasn't even a full circle. I was like, can you get me a fucking... It was 3 guys.
People no-showed.
Yeah, dude.
People called in sick for
They're like, I don't think he really has that big of a problem. I think we're fine.
That's my
dude.
biggest fear, actually, because every night we're going, are there going to be people there, or do we sell tickets? Like, my own intervention is like, you know, I didn't hit a bonus on my own intervention.
Yeah, imagine that like audience where it's like just the first 2 rows sitting down.
You go, this is...
And I'm like, Jesus
Actually,
Christ.
it's not
this
even
is
the-
why I'm drinking.
Actually,
There's
it's
no
not
one
even,
here.
It's not even the first 2 rows. Nobody sat in the front seats. They're in the 3rd and the 4th row.
And they're
Your intervention
sporadically
has
sat.
3 guys, and then you're like, well, then who gives a shit? There's
Yeah,
only
who
3
cares? It's
guys
only 3
there.
guys that think something.
Wait, so what was that for? What was the intervention for?
Literally, dude. And I had a bit of not a drinking problem. I was a binge drinker.
You just like drinking,
Yeah.
yeah.
But it was for being lazy. It wasn't even like it was just life choices.
Right.
So it was like
That
I was-
hurt deeper.
Yes.
Yeah,
dude.
you're like, can't you just call me an alcoholic?
It's
or
like I've
something?
been doing heroin. Can you make fun of the tracks on my arm?
Well, that's
or
because
not
they're
make
so
fun of, but-
successful. Like, yeah, they
Yeah.
got all this money and shit, and they're like, we got to talk to them.
Yeah, we got to talk to him. And then I was like, maybe I'll do stand up,
Nice.
which was the dumbest thing ever.
Not at all. You're great at stand-up.
Oh,
comedy.
thank
What are you
you.
fucking talking
I appreciate that, but it's just like it's funny to be like, you're lazy, and it's like, well, what do you want me to do?
about? Yeah,
Give me
exactly.
a job.
Yeah, give me. Yeah, well, you hire
And
me.
I think he did actually. I think my older brother did, and then didn't go well.
Yeah, you just didn't want to do it.
He's like, nope, yep, you're
Yeah,
lazy.
now he's giving you the same speech, but he's in a suit at work. Like 3 months later, he's like, "Hey man, remember that thing we talked about?" You're like, "I got a job," and he's like, "I know, but you're lazy here now."
Now it's my problem.
Now you're just doing that.
Yeah, now I'm your boss, and I'm telling you that you need to.
Oh, that's too funny.
Yeah, it didn't work out. I was whatever. But
That's
yeah, go
funny.
ahead.
I didn't mean to jump in. Like, I did. What's his name? I just met him, but you didn't. I mean, you introed, but
Well, it's because every single time we do this, I go, "You're gonna introduce the guest."
I thought you were going to introduce the guest.
Every fucking time we do this.
I'm Andrew Collins.
Yeah,
No, I
yeah,
know.
you had to do
But
it.
what I'm saying is that like this, we always do this.
Yeah, I
thing.
thought you were going to do it. You thought I was going to
Yeah,
do it.
everyone's, and we just sit around waiting, and then I end up talking about my fucking drinking problem.
Yes.
for
Now, do
4
you
days.
think, and I'm not
Alright.
trying to put this on you, but if I was a bigger comedian, if I was Louis C.K., would you have waited this fucking long to intro me?
For
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
All right, respect.
Yeah, for sure.
respect.
Andrew,
We wouldn't even
if you
said
were
Louis.
Louis C.K., you wouldn't need an introduction, don't you think?
Well,
Who the fuck brought this
I
Yeah,
don't know
up?
what
what?
Christian's
That's
talking
your
about.
first chime in?
no,
Jesus.
but I.
Jesus
No, the
Christ.
bigger
the God
comics-
mic is roasting.
Not even on camera.
Don't you dare go for Louis C.K.,
Yeah.
my fucking idol. No one jerks off like
really
him.
No, we would if Louis C.K. was here at the very end, we'd be like, tell him who you are, and then we.
Yeah, where can
basically-
people
Where can
find
they
you,
find
Louis?
you? That's what we would do.
hiding in my mansion in the woods.
Genius.
Yeah, sorry. Well, we didn't. I figured we'd
I'm
do
sorry,
it.
yeah.
Well, but I also thought we would do it in the intro that we normally record earlier that I
That's
was
fair.
late
Yeah,
for.
my bad. I've totally
I
ruined
kind of
that.
try to make it seem like we were already in it. Well, we should talk about that. You want to talk about Louis C.K.? 'Cause you brought up the jerking off thing.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was just making a joke. We don't have to talk about it. I don't, I want to work.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Let's talk about this next part, and if later we decide that we want to cut it out, we'll cut it out.
Okay.
I did a show last night with Chris D'Elia. It was great. It was so fun. I fucking love that guy. I love him. I posted a photo with him, and I must have had to delete all these smart ass fucking comments talking shit. And we've also recently had a person in our life cause a flare up about Chris D'Elia, and now we barely even talk to that guy anymore. It's like, what am I supposed to do? I'd really like your take on this, and definitely your take on this. Is like, do you think if someone did something bad or was accused of something bad, whether they did it or not, or whether they, whatever, what is the rules? Do I just never speak to them again? Am I supposed to go lie to all my friends that I don't know them or talk to them or text them? Am I supposed to shun them? What are the rules?
Yeah, it's hard. It's because you just assume he did it. That's what everybody else is doing.
It's crazy.
So if you just assume he did it, then yeah, you wouldn't talk to him anymore. But if you assume he didn't do it, then you would try to continue like a friendship.
But even
or
if I know
relationship.
my friend might have done something terrible,
Yeah.
am I allowed to I have to never look at them, never text them, never anything. Like most of my friends have drug problems and drinking problems. They have marital issues. They cheat. They do. You name anything, crimes galore. Am I supposed to just never acknowledge anyone who does wrong?
Yeah, I don't know.
What is the rules? I can't even be in the same comedy club as a person who's been accused of something.
Yeah,
I don't know what the rules are.
I think it depends on what they do. Obviously.
Okay. What about murder?
I think if they murdered somebody,
I'm not allowed to talk to them or post photos with them.
I
It
don't
depends
think.
on if they're guilty.
Wouldn't it be funny
too.
if I didn't talk for an hour after you
Do you-
guys?
But you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
What are the rules?
I think the
He's
hard
proven
part
innocent
is
what I think.
someone needs to. He never. Okay, when someone goes to jail
Yeah.
and they obviously like whatever
Were
are
found
like,
guilty,
for found
served their
guilty,
time.
did their like Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
He came back.
Yep.
He did a one-man show on HBO.
Right.
Everyone loves him. He's gonna fight Jake Paul, even though he has no
Yeah.
legs anymore. No one gives a fuck because he went to jail.
Okay.
I think the problem with D'Elia is like, it's like, did he like?
But
there's
they
no
never
like.
they never found anything. So
Well,
what
they
happens?
found like DMs and I don't look. I'm
no,
not.
they didn't. You can't find them anywhere. There would be a great record of these things.
Look, this.
So,
this
but that's
is-
my
yeah.
that's my point. Is like,
But my point though is that it is
accused
kind of in the
means-
middle where there isn't any
Yeah.
definitive. So it's like, and how the internet took it, and then the apology, and then it's like, well, was the apology good enough, or was it? I don't. Look,
yeah,
these
because
are-
some people go, and no, that's why I said we can cut this later if we want. But I think it's an interesting conversation.
Yeah, I
to have,
like that.
Is that people go, well, I won't even work at the same building that works with such and such.
Well, then,
and so you go, oh, now I'm not even allowed to step in the same building that a bad person was in. I just who the fuck am I? Like I gotta work, and also like I like people. I'm sure that the girl who made my bagel this morning has some sort of problems and issues. Like I'm wondering like where the moral thing starts and ends. It's very confusing to me.
I think it's kind of like the person, whether you
Yeah.
think they did it or not. That's kind of what it's up
Yeah.
to. Whether you get a good read on it, and if you think they didn't do it or whatever.
I
they're
risked
good
a bunch of
person, then
people's
yeah,
lives
fuck it.
drunk driving and smashing into a fucking tree. Are you not allowed to like talk to me anymore? Like am I like because I did a bad thing?
Well, the difference is
I could have killed
almost
people.
98% of people have driven drunk before. Mm-hmm. Not 98% of people have been accused of,
Yeah. Messaging girls that are underage.
Yeah, or grooming girls, whatever the fuck you want to say.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the difference, I think. I mean, I've driven drunk.
Yeah, everybody
Yeah.
makes mistakes. Like that's
You know?
gonna happen. It's just a question of what the mistake is and
Yeah.
whether they did it, and then you have to believe whether they did it
Yeah.
or not. And that's the hard part. The public immediately goes after him, says they're guilty.
Right.
So that's
because like athletes, right? Like you see a fucking video of a guy just punching a lady in the face like in an elevator, and then like we'll go, well, you know, he's a pretty good running back.
Well, let's talk about this
You
one.
know, like it's like or like Michael Jackson
Well,
or
that's getting
David
caught on
Bowie.
video. You get caught
David
on-
Bowie admits in his book to giving like 14-year-olds Quaaludes and having sex with them, and we go, well, it's David Bowie though.
Well, yeah.
And you
Well,
go,
he
well,
was
I guess
hairless.
it's David Bowie, or
Yeah.
or Jeff Ross had a whole thing, and no one wants to touch that because they're palsies with Jeff Ross, just as cringy. Where's the fucking consistency? You're willing to work the Comedy Store where Jeff Ross is. You're willing to go on a roast with him. Where is the consistency? I don't know.
No, I mean, I would, you know, again,
That's
I would have
accused
to know.
of grooming and pedophilia.
Yes, he had. I guess the difference is too is like that was one girl, right? Chris has had multiple people come out, documentaries on him. Like,
Right.
he's had a lot of shit that was, you know, I
Yeah,
don't
where
know.
there's smoke, there's
yeah,
fire.
well,
yeah.
it was just.
I'm
like,
not expecting you to defend this. I just thought it was an interesting
I'm
thing
not
'cause
def-
it
yeah.
literally happened last night to me. Like I just took a photo because he's my boy and I like
But to
him.
to not think that you're gonna get any slack, that's
Yeah.
living in a fantasy world.
Oh no, I'm not. I don't.
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
yeah.
I
But-
guess I was really just questioning it,
Yeah.
pondering.
No,
the
I hear what
idea.
you're saying. I don't know. It's like it's one of those things where it's like if he went to jail, did his time, or whatever, did time,
Yeah.
and then like people would have that in their mind. Okay, now you could take a photo.
Right,
of it,
right.
You know, because it's still like.
But also, since he didn't go to jail and he wasn't accused of
I know.
anything, like, isn't that something also? But
Yeah, that should kind of be the
You'd think
measure.
that would-
yeah,
yeah.
like the thing.
Same thing's happening with Shia LaBeouf right now.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Or how about like Trevor Bauer? I mean,
Another great example.
Yeah, everybody just accused him, said he's guilty. He lost $40 million
They
contract.
found the girl.
It came out that she lied.
Can you
about
bring
everything.
that up? Let's bring up this video of her. And it's an interview where a female reporter asks her, you know, like just straight up says, like, you were found saying this. Where is it? I think it's
This one?
Andrew's like, I did not know this.
Oh,
was gonna
sorry.
go
Yeah,
like
we
this.
can cut all this.
No, I think this is fun. Yeah.
But like, yeah, she basically says, and she's like, they're reading the text messages that she sent her girlfriend. She's like, he has no idea what I'm gonna do to his life. He just signed a
60
contract
million.
for $60 million.
Yeah.
And so like, but also now it's been proven that this woman, you know, did a thing, but no one does that deep enough of a search. So look at any Trevor Bauer video on Instagram. 50% of the comments are just.
He's a monster. He did it. Blah,
Yeah,
blah, blah,
what a
blah.
piece of trash. And you go, well, I mean, I don't think he's innocent or anything. Like, I'm not defending his innocence, but I'm also not a prosecutor. Like, I'm not doing the judging either.
It is also kind of the hard thing is you can go on and be like, he's a piece of shit. He did it. But you can't really stand up for him if you don't know what's going on.
That's what I mean. I don't
like
know.
that's just the
I just don't
society
know
has
the
made it go
crux
where
of people's
I can't be like
lives.
Trevor Bauer didn't do it, or they go, you're a piece of shit.
Right.
You're, you know, that's the hard part about it.
Well, you can say it now because, well, one, he
Now
had
the
one,
facts,
one
yeah, yeah.
accuser, just one. It's very simple. It's like when things start to multiply and you can't.
Well, there was two accusers here,
I think there was multiple.
and they
for
came
Trevor.
out and they found out that both of them were lying.
Because they were kind of
Which is
running this
crazy.
little scheme of like, oh, we'll just get rich guys,
I thought it was just that one girl.
athletes. We'll
Yeah.
find some athletes, and we're beautiful women, so it'll be pretty easy to like get into their lives and
It
get-
doesn't help too. Like Trevor Bauer is like on the field and
An
an asshole.
Yeah, he was the most hated
and
baseball
Dalia
player.
literally played a sexual.
Yeah,
that did
not help.
Like it's just too on the nose for dumb people to go. Well, you know, they just see
Yeah.
it and it's like, well, that makes sense,
Right? Yeah.
You know what
yeah.
I mean?
I find it fascinating. But anyways, I'm sorry I brought all that up, but it was on my mind.
Yeah,
All right.
So my bachelor party, man, it is.
Yeah.
It's gonna.
It's gonna be awesome. The Chicago. You're a Cubbies fan.
Nah, I'm actually. Oh, we don't have to get in that. But
What is
like,
what's your fandom?
Mets probably.
Really?
Yeah, because I grew up in Port St. Lucie, Florida, where the Mets spring training is.
What are you doing
And my dad's from Flushing.
on the 9th next week?
I'm going to the game with you. We're gonna have some cigars.
You want to go to the game?
Yeah, I'm down.
I'm going to the Mets game on the 9th,
Fuck yeah.
and I'll introduce you to the people that work for the Mets. I'm throwing a first pitch on the 9th
Are you serious?
for the Mets, but I'll introduce them to you. You can. They'll be like, yeah, hell yeah.
Dude, I could probably. What do you think you'll hit?
What do you mean, speed wise?
Yeah. Are you gonna like fuck? Did you play ball in high school?
I'm good at baseball, but I mean, it's not going to be an impressive number.
Like, what do you do? Are you gonna train?
No, I've thrown. This will be my 20th ceremonial first pitch to the 20th different team.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm trying to throw
I
one
love
for
that.
every
He's
team.
like, what's the
Oh yeah,
the radar
people go,
gonna
is it
say?
going to be a
It's the gun.
strike? They go, how many strikes and balls? Some people ask like, how many have you done? I've never gotten to how fast. will
Yeah,
it
how
be?
fast you can
Yeah.
you can throw upper
It's gonna be
80s or
funny is
what?
they're gonna see that D'Elia thing and they're not gonna let you pitch like Trevor Bauer.
Well, all I know, like I will say, all I know is like, for like along that subject, I'm just pondering like what I'm allowed to do. You know, like I always just think like, what am I allowed to? You know, we can't be in the same city as this guy. You know what he did.
What did I do?
That's my point. It's like, well, if you did something, I couldn't come to the studio anymore and record my podcast.
He reacted like a guy to
Yeah.
Yeah,
Chris
doing?
He didn't say, what did I do? He
looked
goes, what do
guilty
you
as
know?
shit. He looked guilty.
All right, do you know how this podcast works, Andrew?
I do.
Good.
I listened to one. So
The good news is you'll never have to really do anything because we never shoot the ones of with that
Oh,
we.
stop it.
Oh man,
No,
I was
okay.
hoping to fucking
No, you
get
will.
at least 30 bucks.
You will.
All right, we'll just say $30 for something, and we'll fucking get you $30.
Yeah, I'll suck fucking a cock for
What if
30
that's
bucks.
all it was? Just us going,
all
how much to
different
like blow Josh? How much to blow me? You know, like that's the whole podcast.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Same
what
Every time they're just
both
offering
dicks in my
people
mouth?
money.
Yeah. It's not a 2-for-1 situation. Actually, good. The value does go up
one at a time.
If you put 2 dicks in my mouth,
Yeah.
it goes from 60 to 80.
If we have a female guest, that will be my ego. All right, how much to fuck me? And they're like, this much. And I go, and Josh? And they'll go, less. And I go, yeah, win again. Just the fact that I'm more.
What a monster.
That's,
Anyhow, yeah.
So yeah, we'll for the people that maybe are listening to this episode for the first time because you're friends of, or you're fans of Andrew. Here's how it works: we ask you a question, you tell us how much you would do that thing for, and then you guys send us the money. You can scan this code right here, and we will give you the money to do the thing.
All right, nice.
So you said Mets are your favorite team.
Yes.
What's a team that you hate?
What is it? The Cardinals? Are they
Phillies?
rivals? Or the Braves?
Who do I fucking hate?
Or a football team or any team you hate?
A football team I hate Florida State.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck them. Fuck the Seminoles.
How much to wear a Florida State bumper sticker on your car for 1 year?
For a year?
Yep.
Fuck.
You got to see it
I
every
am
day
from
you
Florida.
drive.
I do have Florida pride.
Okay.
Fuck.
Yeah.
It's just shitty because it's like I don't even have a cool car. You know, to counter it. You know, it'd be one thing if I had like
Yeah.
a Lambo with be like, but I drive a Corolla, which is worse than Florida State.
They're going to be like, yeah, this bumper sticker checks
Florida
out.
State Andy's poor?
I would
Boy,
do
wait till his brothers see this.
$500.
Okay, that's reasonable for
I
1
got
year.
excited when he said college too because college rivalries are so like strong.
I know.
You know, like baseball, it's not.
But
really.
the car's out here, right?
The car's here.
So you wouldn't get a lot of shit for, like, nobody would notice the Florida State
No,
thing. So that
no,
would be-
not at all. I have Florida license plate, and sometimes I feel like if I cut someone off, they fucking hate me more.
Oh, yeah.
California, Florida
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
This asshole from Florida, I
Yeah.
bet
Wait,
you
what-
voted one way. Like, they just go all in on it.
I thought about that just the other day. Someone cut me off when had a Massachusetts plate, and I was like, exactly. Like I was just like mad
That's who I'm
on a
talking
weird
about.
stereotype.
I wasn't
No.
wrong.
That's like every time I drive to Vegas, I'll be people in slow lane, like, have Nevada plates. I'm like,
yeah.
these fucking Nevada
Old
people, like
people,
old
yeah.
people. Yep.
Wait, so what part of Florida are you from?
I'm from Port St. Lucie. Like it's like 2 hours north of Miami,
Okay.
so kind of middle of nowhere, Florida.
Nice.
Yeah, nothing really goes on. A lot of old people.
We love Florida, or I'm a big Florida fan.
Fuck
I
yeah.
try to work there as much as possible. I like.
You know, my
the-
dad married my stepmom at Mar-a-Lago.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm performing there on New Year's.
There we go.
Mar-a-Lago. I swear to God.
Should I open?
Yeah.
I just
And
end
that's
up,
what you're going to get canceled
Yeah, which is
I'm just joking.
but
for. No, that's funny.
yeah, like Florida, just like
I'd be nervous about it, not because of whatever, just because rich people are not always the best audience. But
Yeah.
who gives a fuck?
well, I think that this group will be like, you know, you could just say some buzzwords. It'd be
That's
like
a good point.
It'll be the yin to the yang of me doing comedy in Seattle. Like back in Seattle, like if you were bombing, you just be like, "Fuck George W. Bush," and everyone's like, "Wah!" Like they just go. You could just find buzzwords. Whereas like this will be the opposite of
Yeah,
that.
fuck
You know, I'll just be
Brandon.
like, "Can you
Yeah.
believe people identify as?" You know, you just say like a thing.
Identify as
buzzword.
rich people.
Yeah,
Can you
you'll say.
believe fucking?
Oh, you believe these trans in sports? And they're like, "Oh, he's our guy." You know, so it'll be easy.
Yeah, dude, that house is unbelievable. You know,
Yo,
you know he bought it for like $1 million and it's
Oh,
worth
really?
like 50 million. It's like the best real
It's
estate
worth
deal.
18 million.
I know nothing about
Yeah,
it.
yeah, oh, yeah,
Allegedly
yeah.
18
I had a guy go, he goes, if you want to golf with Donald Trump, I can like set that up, you know? And so then I was like, oh, that'd be awesome. Then he goes, what's your golf score?
Oh, yeah.
And I go, I don't even know my golf score. He goes, what do you mean you don't know your golf score? I go, well, I don't golf a lot. He goes, you can't golf with Donald Trump.
Yeah, you can't golf.
Because he was just like, you dude, if
yeah.
you're like, he's not going to put up with you being a shitty golfer. You
like
know?
your cart's got to go like
Yeah.
fucking zigzagging all over.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
like,
I
I'm not
don't
doing
take it that serious.
And there would be no pressure, you know. It'd be real chill,
yeah.
you know. Fucking, he's apparently a 2.6. I don't believe that, but whatever. You know,
Well,
that's
it's
the one
like-
thing I don't believe.
Well, it's like,
That's his only lie.
What's
Yeah,
the
that's
guy
what he
from,
said to Biden. He said that's the.
what's the leader of North Korea now?
Oh,
Jong-un.
Kim Jong-un, where he's just like, I got a hole in one every hole. Like, it's just like, you're like, I think that's never happened and also ridiculous. He's
You
like,
know that?
He's like, I dare you to question it. You're like, well, all right, never mind. We don't want to die tonight. So
There's something about that confidence, though, of just saying, like, you get so far.
Yeah.
And, dude, and I'll never be that guy. I can never just be a fucking.
he told the people of North Korea he doesn't use the bathroom. People, we don't know if they believe it or if they're just like, we have to say we believe it.
What you can't
Yeah,
argue
But
with it.
like, dude, the dude's
Yeah, can you
crazy
believe that you
person.
have to live in a country where you're like, I believe my president has never shit. And if you do that, you get murdered.
That's wild to me. Yeah. He goes, yeah, he golfed 18 holes, did it in 8 strokes.
And
That's
didn't
my
piss
leader.
once.
That's my president.
That's why he doesn't shit. He plays so quick.
That's amazing.
Yeah, dude,
All right.
that'd be tough if you don't play a lot. I play a ton.
Oh, you do?
Oh, I fucking love
He's got a
golf.
master's hat on.
I know. I was gonna ask about that.
Just into slavery, really.
Okay.
My God.
What? Maybe we should cut that. Yeah, I don't
Well, we could. He's clearly joking. I don't think he's actually into
Yeah.
it.
We'll just put he's into beep, and
That's the
then
same
you
thing
don't
with
know
that,
what he
that
said.
video I just showed you. I posted. It's like anyone that says anything like, "Oh, did you think I was serious?" I'm
Yeah,
joking.
I'm
Just
joking.
we're comics.
Yeah.
So you're a big golfer?
Yeah, huge.
Okay.
How
often?
much
I
to
fucking love it.
sneak into
Oh, here we
Augusta? You gotta just blow past the gate. You gotta see how long you can stay at the.
go. Ooh. Like a Scotty Scheffler situation.
Yeah.
What sucks is you'll get
You got
arrested and
arrested.
I'll
Yeah,
get
you
fucking
gotta-
beat up and no
I
one will
know.
care.
Well, my
Like
thing
that's
is,
where my comedy career is. I'm just below
no, it'd
getting
be
a
cool. Yeah, but that
headline.
help.
Yeah, it might help.
Yeah, those
actually.
kind of things are like, dude, this guy's an animal.
That's a good point.
It's gonna make you famous, dude. Think
Fuck.
about that.
All right, well, shit. Fucking
Now you got to do it.
yeah. Like,
Well, so you might be in a
$500.
similar situation here with this one. So, like, we always ask how much to run on the field, and it's
Yeah.
something I've always wanted to do.
Oh, yeah.
But I refuse to do it in Major League Baseball because if they do, by some weird thing, be like you're banned from Major League Baseball, like it would break my heart that I couldn't go to a game or anything. So I will definitely do it someday in the NFL or a hockey.
Do it at a
thing.
WNBA
Hockey
game.
be hilarious.
Do a
You never see
WNBA.
streakers.
Do WNBA.
Oh, WNBA. You don't care. Yeah, I'll never go back
That'd be
anyway.
great.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
They'll be like, you'll never come to a Liberty game again. Be like,
This was my
"Fuck,
first
man."
one anyway.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
They'll be
yeah.
like, "Nah, we need you. You can come
sure,
back."
You can come back. 1 week suspension.
1 week.
They play once a week, so it's perfect.
Yeah, fucking, yeah, I couldn't, running on the field.
Like running on the golf course, like on.
The problem with running on the field, too, you don't get on camera. They don't do it.
They
make
cut away.
They
now,
cut
yeah.
away.
But with smartphones, we'll get it. Someone will get it. Also, there was a guy when we were at. Were you with me
I don't know. Yeah,
when we were at Waste Management?
No, I was not.
Okay, someone was one of my close buddies was with me at Waste Management, and a guy streaked. I don't think he was completely naked or anything, but it just was this drunk animal just running through the thing, and then all these cops were just kind of jogging behind him, and then he ran. Everyone's cheering him on because it's Waste Management. The dude jumps in the water. And all the cops are like on the edge of the water, like, come on, man, just come back. You know, because they're like, we don't want to jump in our
They don't wanna-
uniform
yeah,
in the
yeah.
water. They're like, we're just going to wait. So they all just were surrounded around this big lake. And they're like, come on, man. And he's just like backswim. He's like spitting water out of his mouth. He did like a big snow angel kind of thing on the Waste Management sign. The dude was a legend. Those cops, they all just everyone had to wait. Everyone going, like this guy was just a king. Dude, we loved it so much. And the cop goes, he made more money doing that than whatever his bail's going to be. He's like, the bail, like he made like 100 times his bail. He's going to be a legend for the rest of the
And
weekend.
they all just want to. Cops just want to beat his ass.
Oh,
but
yeah,
they
they
can't
waited
'cause
for, like, 30
everybody
minutes.
there is like. That would be a good one to do it at. How much to go streaking at the waste management?
I'd do that for $50. You'd be a legend
$50.
there.
Yeah, it was a big deal. Everyone would fucking love this guy.
Yeah, it's like,
but like the Masters, you're not running on you're not doing that.
Dude, the Masters, I think you'll get shot, and people will be like, "Yeah, but that's the fucking Augusta."
It is. Yeah, right.
You get
It's Georgia.
yeah,
right?
yeah. They'll bring
the
you into
security-
like
Yeah,
they have
but-
like underground shit. They'll they'll fucking
They
stretch
have
you.
snipers.
You didn't know they
Yeah,
have
dude,
snipers
they're-
just ready for
Dude, Augusta does not fuck
I
around.
love it.
That's crazy.
Larry David played at Augusta, and he was like, "I fucking hated it because they were so
too serious?
Yeah,
Oh,
too
really?
serious. Yeah.
How did Larry David play there?
I know he's a Jew.
Well, no, just
Oh, not good enough.
like it's pretty exclusive, like
Yeah,
wildly exclusive.
I mean, he's big enough. I think if you're the top 5 comedian in the world,
Yeah.
you could
Have you ever played it, or is that not something you can do?
Like,
Is it possible to
no,
play it?
I'm
I don't know.
Jewish too.
No, no.
That's the problem.
I mean, like, is it hard to get in there to play?
Yes, yeah, it's very difficult. You
Okay.
can play with a member. You just
Okay.
need to know a member.
There's
Not
only
much.
like what 100 members or something.
Something crazy. My buddy played it not too long ago, and I forget the actors. We're watching his cousin chip like 80 yards, and they were just everyone stopped to watch, and he fucking duffed it like 4
Oh,
times.
that sucks.
There's just so much pressure on that
Yeah.
shit, dude.
For sure.
I played Hillcrest. Whatever, we don't have to get in, but that was a lot of fun.
Well, let's hear about Hillcrest.
It's just I don't know, these private like courses, like you realize why they keep it private.
Yeah,
Why
that makes
they-
sense, yeah.
Yeah, you fucking
I do these celebrity golf things sometimes, and they're more like just to raise money and stuff. It's not like anybody cares about the golf part, but that's what brings the athletes and brings the celebrities. Is they're like, oh, you can golf for free. We give you all this stuff and blah blah. And it is strangely serious. You know, like for like a thing that doesn't matter. Like everyone's out there like acting like the PGA is gonna like pick them up or something.
yeah. They act more like if you watch the latest Weekend with Scheffler and Kim or whatever, they were like laughing because
Yeah, that's good.
you give someone $10 million, everything could be kind of silly.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know?
it's not that. Like I don't do anything that's. We played in the Netflix basketball game, and I was like, "What are you guys taking this so serious for?" They're like all stretching and like no smiles. I was like, "This is ridiculous." Just
I know
have
it's always
fun.
weird when comedians act so fucking like. Anytime there was a basketball game in New York, everyone's so fucking like.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
Serious.
they're gonna dunk on you.
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah,
relax,
it's like,
dude.
dude, like-
we're here because we're
yeah.
comics. But see, when you're golfing though, and you're good, there's a serious because there's a lot of side betting going on. There's a
Yeah,
lot,
but you
a
could
lot
be
of.
no, you could be serious about the game and have fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of like my whole theory about like people think to be professional it means you have to be an asshole. Like a guy will be like your boss will be like, I take this job very serious. Like I know, but you're being a dick. Like you don't have to be a dick. That's not professional.
Agreed. I think
Yeah.
the problem is because people, when you are a dick, when you say you've never gone to the bathroom, when you say you hit only hit hole in ones, people respect it and they give you more. So if you're an asshole and you're like confident and you're like I'm the best,
Yeah.
people are dumb and they fucking give you shit, and that's
Yeah.
why people are dicks.
Walk on eggshells around.
Yeah. Oh
He
man,
doesn't even poop.
this guy's never shit.
So how much to go to run on the?
Oh, what did I say? $50.
You said $50 for waste management.
For waste management.
But then I have to get a flight there.
Nope, you
You
got
got-
that.
oh, no,
You said
this
50,
isn't
dude.
part of the
He said
coverage.
50
You're saying
bucks,
once
bro.
we're there, we can
Once
give you
we're
50
there, you
bucks
give me
and we're
50.
right.
Then I
we
start
can do that
running.
next year. When's
Yeah,
waste
let's
management
go.
kick
It's-
up again?
I think it's February every year.
Oh, so
Super
we gotta
Bowl
wait,
weekend.
yeah, like 8 more months or so.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I'll work on
I've been gone
40.
every year except last year. And I only didn't go last year because I was like in the middle of spiraling my life and trying to get clean. So
Oh, shit.
Well, and we were working.
that too.
Yeah, we had
a
comedy
weekend, yeah,
shows.
comedy, yeah.
How much to do a week of TikTok dances and post them, and then no like context, just a week of them choreographed.
All your
learned,
friends are like, "What's he doing? Why would he do this? We shouldn't book him anymore. What's with these dances?"
I would honestly rather, like I don't know, do
Be
a
careful,
hate
dude.
crime on TikTok.
Be careful,
Then
dude.
I fucking dude.
That's how much you hate it.
I hate that culture so much, dude.
Same. We're the same on that.
All right, $50. no. I fucking it'd have to be a lot.
Also, just the time it would take, and
dude, to
$1,000
learn a dance. Yeah, $1,000.
Also, you
I
have-
would do it for 1,000.
500.
1,000.
he also has a great reputation in comedy. So like,
Decent. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but
I
if you
think
just
people-
put a week out of TikTok dance, it's not gonna ruin your reputation.
well, because we'll all be catty and be like, "What the fuck's going on with it?"
yeah, it's
This is
funny.
dangerous.
What's gonna suck
What is he
is
posting
no. This is
TikTok with?
the problem is people go, I always saw that in you. Like that's the worst when you try something, dude, and you're like, dude.
That's your worry.
Yeah, that's my worry.
Yeah.
They go, we knew you were this guy.
So this happened to me. So I bought a website called youhot.com.
YouHot.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was gonna be like Hot or Not meets YouTube.
Okay.
This is like 15 years ago, you know? So I was like, what if it was video and you just rate them for being hot
Okay.
instead of photos? Now with Instagram and shit, I kind of look like a genius.
Right,
But the guy I hired to like make it like for like 8 G's or whatever, I bought it with a buddy. It ended up just being like a really shitty YouTube.
Yeah.
And the one video I put up on it, like to get the buzz going, was me in a garage putting peanut butter on my chest while I was upside down on one of those back things, singing Alicia Keys. And it didn't hit. I don't know what, you know?
It had all the core elements.
Yeah, I was thinking, no. Why?
Hashtag Alicia Keys, hashtag peanut butter, hashtag man upside down.
I mean, have you tried to re-release the video?
Dude, I think
We gotta find it.
So I end up selling. Some guy hits me up wants to buy the domain.
Of course, yeah.
And he buys youhot.com from me for 10 grand. I made 2 G's.
Nice.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah.
But then
What's he doing with
he made it it was a porn site. The next now that's even different. Now it's health
now
and
someone's
fitness.
bought it from him.
Someone might have bought it from
Because they're
him.
like, this
For
porn
12
thing.
grand.
They were like, this porn thing, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
We can't compete. There's just, yeah.
What if it was porn but just below like the word?
You could rate the porn.
Well, and
You're
think
like,
about it. They have like you porn, so you just type in you, it goes to hot.
Exactly.
They get it. Yeah, that's.
So the guy buys it for 10 grand, makes it a porn site. I don't tell. It happened so quick that I didn't even have time to tell people that it wasn't my site anymore. It went from me doing peanut butter to just fucking girls sucking a
Everyone's like,
12-inch
that's
cock.
hilarious. And like, this is yours? You're like, that one's not.
And literally, dude, everyone's like, dude, this actually fits you. Like, people were like,
Oh,
yeah.
no.
So it like went back to like, yeah, like. What you think, like how people are gonna react, is never how they'll react.
Yeah.
People
You
are
are
like,
the
"Yeah,
porn
man,
guy."
I could see you. Yeah, you could get into porn."
Well, and it's another one of those nuanced things where it's like it's feel like you constantly, at least my entire career, have to remind people that we're joking. It's crazy how often we have to remind people that we're joking. So it's like he'll do like these funny TikTok dances, and there is occasionally where people are like, "Doesn't Josh do those like?" It's like for comedy, Josh doesn't think.
Oh, shit, you
he's
do
some
him?
sexy
well,
guy.
so I'll just.
I'm sorry.
No, that's why I asked.
No, but I'm saying he's doing it.
No, you know what? I think
But he's
they're
doing it to
like,
make fun of
when
that
you think
culture.
about it deeper.
No, he's kind of making fun
No,
of
I
that
make fun of.
culture
I'll do
we
like a
have.
side by side with one of the girls.
Yes, I've done shit like that.
Yeah. I
it's
was
funny.
thinking you just did like a week of those dances.
Yes.
And like just out of nowhere, you're
Yeah.
just choreographed dance guy.
The
But
other
I'll explain. I'll say, "Oh, he's joking. It's funny," and they're like, "Oh." What do you mean? Oh, did you think
You thought I was serious?
He was crushing it in that video, like, and looked super sexy, like the woman next to him.
Yeah.
like some duet.
Yeah.
Like, of course not.
yeah, he doesn't look good.
Yeah,
It's
but
like,
you'd have, but you'd have
fucking-
to take it serious. You'd have to just post these sexy videos.
Yes, for
on
$1,000
TikTok
he said.
dancing.
The other
around.
problem too is they'll only get like 210 views and never make it past.
Oh,
Which would-
yeah,
then
you
I'll
just
be sad.
kinda
That
live
would be
there.
the
I'll be
humiliating
sadder that I didn't dance well. It'll be, dude. I don't have the brain for that shit.
You have 7 DMs of just creeps being like, "I actually loved the video."
Yeah.
Like,
Can
I
you
know
imagine
you
that?
did. I
Every
know.
video he gets like a couple hundred views. It's
Dude.
like, why did it didn't even work?
Every day I get probably 20 DMs from the same creepy guys that are like,
Block 'em.
sexy
Yeah, just
stash.
waiting
No,
for
they're
you to
nice
turn.
guys.
Yeah.
It's just like they're just peppering me. And it's 20 messages a day for the last 10 years.
You kind of like the compliment.
no matter what it is.
Do you
it's
heart
the
it?
same
Do you
guys.
heart it?
No,
Do you
I don't
heart it?
reply. I don't like
Thumbs
they can't
up?
tell it's been
You
seen.
thumbs up?
But
Oh.
I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it every single day.
This came from a viewer. How much to post another shirtless thirst trap pic
Of me.
of you again
God.
out of nowhere and not explain what's going on?
I
you
would
do
do
it
that. I did it a long
recently?
time ago. No, I did it like 7 or 8
Isn't
years
it
ago.
funny when you're like, because you're just as hot now, but you grow out of
Will you
trying
pull
to
that
look
up?
hot.
Oh yeah,
Isn't it
that's
weird?
better. That's
Christian,
attractive to just.
we pull
be,
up the Jeff Dice
Yes.
shirtless
Yeah.
pic.
Just to
So-
be attractive without telling people.
The backstory on this was I was working out a bunch, and I'm not a big workout guy, but I got into this phase of working out, and I was like, how can I justify sharing this shirtless pic? So I tried to spin it as like
it was next to your dead grandma or something.
No, it was like I'd write in the thing like, I'm not ashamed of how I look. You know, like one of these. I would fucking kill someone if they said this nowadays.
It is so funny when the caption has to be funny to make because you were so insecure about just being like, here's my body.
Right, yeah.
You know?
But
it's gotta,
so for me to do that again, oh, Jesus Christ, $1,000.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd have to be $1,000 because then I'll wait a week and they'd be like, I did the thing. We talked about it on the podcast. But yeah, I'd do that for like $1,000. You couldn't find it?
Is it not?
No, it's not showing on the screen.
It's
showing a meadow.
I was like, this is the first
showing a very peaceful meadow.
It is
yeah,
very
I'm
nice.
waiting to see a hot fucking oiled up body.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not even as good as you'd hope. It's just kind of
No, but you probably did that on purpose. You can't be too perfect.
Well, also,
then it would seem like
I
it
look
was
back,
staged.
You know, we always point out like the weird things.
Yeah.
Like I'm all, like, or like we focus on kind of like that's a strange shirt or something. Like I keep looking at this picture and going, why is my underwear like that? I had like strange. They must have
it's
photoshopped
just a
writing off of my.
screensaver.
It doesn't matter.
It's all right. It doesn't matter. We can look at it later.
We can look at it later.
Yeah. I'd done that. Anytime I would get in shape, you know, after 4 months and you finally get
Getting
there,
results,
you want
and
to
you're like,
you shave your chest.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah. I know
I already had a
exactly
photo
what it
shoot.
is.
So like that photo shoot was for like NBC or whatever at the time, and I told the photographer, his name was Damian Bettinelli. I said, hey, this is gonna sound super weird, dude, but like, can we take a few photos? Yeah, that one. I was like, can we take a few photos of like me without my shirt on for just me? And he's like, yeah, if you want. Like he was really nice about it and stuff. And so that was the photo I posted.
I think the body shot's good. It's the face that kills me, dude. Like you're making like a weird smile.
Yeah, it is a little.
How much to do that again? You said $1,000.
$1,000.
And then, but you couldn't. No context.
You have a great figure. I mean,
Oh,
it's
thanks,
unbelievable.
man.
How much for you to do that?
I like someone added tattoos later, so that made me feel cool about it.
How much for me to do that? $500. Everything's pretty much $500.
Yeah,
I
there
mean,
we
there's
go.
few things because it's just enough where it could help me a little bit.
Yeah,
you
you're
know?
like, I could take the money.
All right, let's get rid of these. I appreciate you looking that up, but
Yeah.
Let's switch gears. Baseball. How much to get to wear a fastball from a major league pitcher?
gotta get hit by pitch.
Like 90, 95.
Well, it won't be. I
And
mean,
where
you'll
in the body?
probably 90.
You're just in
Do
the
I
box.
know where in the body?
It's going to be up to you, basically, because you're just going to be in the box. He's going to throw at you, and you just have to, like, I imagine you're going to turn. I always say the same thing. I imagine you'll kind of go like this. So
yeah,
it'll
you
be
take it
chest.
on the shoulder.
It's hard though.
Knowing me though, dude, I'll get hit like right where the helmet stops.
It hits off your shoulder.
yeah,
And hits you.
and then again, no one cares.
we would. We would care.
These guys are pretty accurate at throwing, so
Trevor Bauer. Trevor Bauer.
it'd be great if we get Trevor back.
We told Trevor that you accused him, and he's gonna throw it at you.
No, it'd be either from Dylan Cease, who's a good friend of mine,
Okay.
Joe Musgrove, who's a friend of mine, or Kyle Freeland. All three of them said they would do it, but I think Cease is our guy.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Because I kind of asked him in depth. The other guys were
throws-
like casual, like, yes, we'll do it. Whereas Dylan was like, I mean,
He throws mid-90s.
yeah.
This is the tough one because let's say you break a rib
I know.
and
I've
my
thought
insurance,
about
I have like that like I don't know if it's covering it.
Yeah.
Then I gotta find a doctor in
Obamacare.
LA.
They're like, this isn't a big enough injury.
yeah,
You have to
it would
die
just,
before
yeah.
Obamacare kicks in. You have to have like 9 million in.
I'd be like, just keep hitting me until I'm dead, so I don't have to fucking.
Dude, load it again.
Yeah, load it again.
Do it
Load it
up
up again, dude. I worked with this dude at a fish. I was a fishmonger
What is
for
that?
a while. You just cut up. You want a pound of salmon? I got you.
You knew how to cut it and all
You
that?
want to know something interesting?
Yeah.
4 fingers is a pound of salmon.
Interesting.
Yeah, you learn that. So someone comes in, let me get a pound of salmon. You're like, I got you. 4 fingers.
Interesting.
Yeah.
How, does it matter how thick it is?
That's a good question. Swordfish is closer to about 2.5 fingers. And my ex-wife, no.
I would have never thought of any of that.
Yeah, I know,
they
but it's-
Well, what about the thickness? You're like, now he's a fishmonger? The fuck's going on around
well,
now?
I mean,
Now
if
he
you
goes
get-
fish thing? We're going to work at a market or something? Or,
Well, tilapia is 8 fingers. If
Yeah, you
wanna
know I'm all
the
about the
fucking-
depth. I need to know the depth.
That's wild. That information went right out of his head, too. He just had to grill you on it.
So I worked with this dude, and his name, I'm not bullshitting, was Diamond.
Nice.
And he was from Nepal.
Oh, I thought he was a Kardashian.
Yeah. He fucking chose that name.
Diamond.
And so I go to him, I go, why do you do it? He's like, well, I wanted to fly under the radar.
Yeah.
Dude, I was
Diamond.
Diamond.
We thought you were one of the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Because he thought he wanted to sound more. Yeah, he probably watched MTV and was like, oh, everyone's fucking.
I worked with a
Dustin
comic.
Diamond was this guy.
Oh, Dustin.
I worked
in
with
the
a
day.
comic in Reno. He picks me up to go to the thing because they're too cheap to like send a car service or anything. So they just send a comic to come grab me.
Yeah.
This car's falling apart. He gets in. He's a nice kid, one of the sweetest guys. And I go, "What's up?" And he goes, "What's up, man? I'm Taguchi." I was like, "I'm sorry." He goes, "My name's Taguchi," and I was like, "Too Gucci?" And he goes, "Yeah, I do hip hop." And I was like, "Oh, all right, but you're a comic, right?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "All right." And I swear to God, this happened. I'm not making an exaggerating this. I go, "Your name is Too Gucci," and I'm an idiot. So he goes, "Is that like native or something?" Like I don't know what race he is, and he was like, "No, I do hip hop and." 2 Chainz and Gucci Mane are my favorite rappers, so I just mixed
mixed
the
them
two.
together.
I mixed my 2 favorite celebrities, 2 Chainz. And
Brilliant.
I go, oh well, then this weekend you can call me Jar Jar Trump.
Oh my God, you're so good.
And he's like, I don't get it.
Yeah,
he didn't get it. There's no way Too Gucci got that.
he
shit.
didn't get it at all.
So
Too Gucci's
fucking
like-
great to Gucci.
It's a diamond, but back.
But Diamond.
No, but he said when he was in Nepal, if you hit a man with your car and you make him half dead, you want to reverse back over his body, making him full dead. Because if not, you pay medical bills your whole
Right?
life.
Yeah, but just a death.
And I was like,
he
that's,
ran in the car.
I go to him, that's murder. And he goes, no, you don't get it. And I was like, no,
I
I
get
get
it.
it, Diamond, dude.
What do
I
you mean
fucking
you
get
don't
it, dude.
Diamond goes, you don't get it.
You don't get it.
You're like, what?
Diamond, I'm following everything you're saying. Been following it pretty good.
I'm pretty sure I get it.
I mean, I don't get it. You're talking about murdering a guy.
No, you don't get it, dude.
understand.
Best job I ever had.
And he thought he was giving you good financial advice. He's like, this Andrew guy really doesn't get it.
He doesn't get it, man. He doesn't even know how many fucking fingers of fucking salmon is.
Fishmonger. Wait, what was the question?
I don't
Oh,
even
yeah.
remember,
Whoa. 500. No,
It was 500 was the answer.
to get hit.
But I forgot what
But
the
get hit by
to
pitch.
get hit
Fastball.
would be more because of the medical shit.
Well,
So
yeah,
it'd
'cause
be
you don't
Breaking
know.
a rib.
I would do it for 1,500.
Okay, that's a lot.
Is it
Seems like
a
it.
95-mile-per-hour fastball?
I
People
always-
get paid $30 million a year.
So
I'm just
known-
bullying you into a cheaper
Yeah,
price.
yeah.
That's all I'm doing.
We've known a lot of baseball players. We've watched a lot of baseball. Your body is the same as a lot of baseball players, and they get hit because it's part of the game
for free.
Yeah.
weekly. Well, I mean, I was gonna say for
No,
free,
I
but
know,
you know what I
but-
mean. That's just part of the sport. So it's like I imagine getting tackled by an NFL player hurts worse than getting hit by a pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They got
I-
medical though. That's his fear.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you're playing independent baseball for fucking $2,000 a month and I get it. I guess, yeah.
Also,
thinking
you're
about the best.
you're the one that volunteered us to get hit for free.
Well,
Like,
because
I said money.
I thought it'd be a nice company field trip.
Okay, how about this? Do I get to hit BP for...
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can do that.
Okay.
I mean, you're
Yeah,
not
do
gonna.
fun stuff. That's why I want to.
Yeah, I wanna-
I'm like, we're gonna go
yeah.
to Petco Park and we're gonna get hit by Dylan Cease. What now? You need an extra $5,000 for that, Josh? Like, I think it'll be a good day. We get to hang out with our boy. You know.
The best part is you take BP for like 30 minutes, you hit with metal, so you actually hit
Oh,
some
that'd be
over the
sick.
fence,
Yeah,
you
that'd
feel
be
fucking
amazing.
great, and then I go and just get a fucking
Yeah.
95-mile-per-hour ball.
Andrew, come on in.
Bring
You're like, I
Andrew.
thought I would be part of this. You're like, listen, it's really our podcast.
I get to hit one now, dude. You're
And
just
you
going to
just-
hold this broom.
It's just Andrew's in the crowd watching us. Bring Andrew out.
Bring Andrew.
Next week, I'm performing in a minor league baseball stadium.
Oh, that's cool.
And they told us that if we get there, like they can, the team's on the road. So if we want to use the facility for like
Oh,
a
that's
home run
awesome.
derby, like we can, which is a dream. But also, it's just gonna be me and Matt Light. We don't really have any friends out there, so like I don't know how.
And if you hit with
Who's gonna
wood,
pitch to us? You know,
if you hit with wood, and it feels bad because you're not going to.
I know.
You're probably.
we're used to those juiced up little league bats.
Oh, that'd be great. An Easton, a 30,
I guess we could
22.
bring some or go buy some at a sports store
And take him back.
before we
something
before we
juiced
get there.
up.
You know, like what is it going to cost? A couple $100.
You
to get
can't
some
bring
bats.
an aluminum bat on the flight to
Yeah.
North Carolina.
And it's not like they're going to be no, but I'm saying it's not like they're going to go. That's not sanctioned. You can't use that bat. It's
Yeah,
like yeah,
no.
it's just we're in a we can
Yeah.
use whatever we want.
Yeah, buy it there.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Fucking.
Let's go this one. How much to rollerblade for 1 week? You got to rollerblade everywhere you go.
I just got a missed call
Everywhere?
from Shane McMahon.
What the hell?
That's pretty cool. Sorry. I should have answered it and then recorded it and then
Fuck.
pretty cool.
That's yeah.
Anyways,
Uh,
sorry.
No, I never got into wrestling. Actually, I was into wrestling for like 2 years, my whole life.
It's pretty long.
It's
pretty long to go from I've never been into wrestling to I was into wrestling for 2 years.
But when very young,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like
Oh, yeah, that makes
eight,
sense.
like 8 to 10.
Yeah, that's the prime.
And then I was done.
Anybody that likes wrestling, that's the only reason they still like it is because it was a key kid memory. I think.
Yeah, when they had Junkyard Dog and
Oh
shit.
yeah.
Yeah, Bushwhackers.
Hell yeah. We're the same age. You just confirmed it.
Yeah.
Those are the ways I can. I don't have to ask your birthday.
Hacksaw
Yeah.
Jim Duggan.
Just you reference like, oh, you remember when
You
Undertaker?
Ultimate Warrior
You're like,
guy
yeah.
or
Macho Man.
Yeah, Macho Man.
I liked them both.
Me too.
Were you supposed to choose one?
No, you didn't have to.
Okay.
I felt like you had to.
Yeah, he's making a choice.
Sometimes I thought they were the same guy. Same hair.
It is true.
Yeah.
You know what? Sometimes a guy will be a little too old. I'll be able to tell their way because they'll talk to me about wrestling that I have no interest in. You know, like Earl Skake will be like, "Remember Abdullah?" Them, and I'm like, I don't even know that era.
Andre the Giant.
Yeah, that was before
That's
me.
my.
Yeah, that's right.
He was like old and fucking could barely move by the time I was watching.
King
wrestling.
Bundy.
I had to watch the documentary about Andre the Giant to even know anything about him.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, I interrupted that with Shane's call.
Fuck, $1,000. Oh wait, what was it? I fucking forgot. ADD.
Rollerblade
Oh,
everywhere
rollerblade
for 1
everywhere.
week.
I don't really go that far away from my house, so I would do.
But that means you're on stage with rollerblades. You're going to get coffee in the
what
morning.
am I
with
getting
roller-
paid for
It'd
spot
actually be
pay in
pretty
LA?
funny.
Yeah,
know.
dude.
They're like, "What are you doing?"
All right,
Oh,
who's
these
buying,
don't worry about
Are you
them.
buying the rollerblades?
Yeah.
Or is that included
Yeah.
in
You
the
well, you
price?
could put the price in there.
I would do it for a G.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
How much to wear rollerblades?
I think that's the one.
Yeah, how much to wear rollerblades on stage once?
Oh, I would do that for free. I don't give a fuck. What do I care? I'll
Hey.
look taller.
I think that's the one.
I'll just wear long. I'll wear just jeans. I'll
You know,
be
it's-
fine.
yeah, it's just
He just
perfectly.
did it for free.
Dude, yeah, lock it
Oh
in.
fuck!
Lock it in.
No,
No,
that's,
free.
that's part of the.
That's what I should start saying to the Verzi triplets. Like, have you guys considered just wearing like rollerblades around?
Yeah.
And they're like, what the fuck? I was like, you're very
Short-ass
short.
dudes.
If you guys could.
My buddy would wear those wheelies, and he'd roll up the pussy.
I know.
Still?
I never
I mean,
got into
till
those.
very late into his.
Oh,
20s.
really?
Yeah.
So like an older gentleman wearing
Yeah. Well, not
wheelies.
older, but like old
college? Like what age? Because
enough
this
for 20,
fascinates
24.
I
20.
thought it was so cool.
Dude, he would
When
roll
I
up.
saw them, I thought they were so cool. And then Dane Cook did a movie at Costco where like he wore wheelies, and I was like, I'm not gonna do it.
Ah,
but I
shit.
literally thought like I was gonna be like wheelie guy. I was like, because it is perfect. You need to wear shoes anyways. Why are kids having all the fun? Let's get some just adult wheelies. Let's wheel around. But
Oh, it was great.
I like that he
Just to
did
see-
that.
he was a great person.
That's
I
talking
sound
about
like
entering.
he's dead, but he's dead to me.
We're talking about entering your friend group with some pizzazz, you know, just like rolling up, like, what's up,
he had a
everybody? Like,
wa-
what happened? How did that happen?
He had so many gimmicks. You know, your friends that
Yeah.
have like it's just, and he was not a bad looking guy, but he had a wallet that lit on fire.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he'd fucking wear he would wear like a werewolf costume and just go out.
I'm this guy. You're describing me.
like Jeff
I've done
String
this
guy.
a million. No, I do this. Like that is the thing. I'm like, oh, buy this stupid dragon onesie and wear it around. You know, like those
Yeah.
kind of little things just to get some silly attention.
Oh, it works.
But it was great.
It
Yeah,
works.
it's great, yeah.
It's unbelievable.
It also
How-
tells the world I'm not taking this too serious.
if you're a tall guy and you do anything kind of silly
Yeah.
at a bar and it's like loud in there, you fuck the hottest girl.
Yeah, you
Easily.
stand out.
When I was
Easily.
23, I found a hat at a thrift store that some old lady, I guarantee an old lady made it, but it was just a white baseball cap like this. But then she had glued all these little Christmas decorations to the bill. So there was like a little Christmas tree and like a box, presents that are all wrapped in just all this shit. And I just wore it to the bar one night. I was like, that'll be funny. And I must have got the most attention the entire night. It gives someone to talk,
Yeah.
bring up the conversation.
But we're too in our head where we're like, that just can't be who I am. You know what I mean? It's like, I can't, because you probably did it one other time and
Yeah.
it worked again, and you're like, but I'm more than
I
Christmas
can't do
tree
it
man.
every night.
Yeah.
It's more supposed to be a fun thing.
I don't want to be
You
that.
can't
present
do it.
guy.
Yeah, I'll try to think of this other
The
picture.
little
again.
thing is just put any drink you get in a martini, in like a big ass martini glass, and girls respond
Yeah,
to
stuff
that.
like
Shit
that.
like
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Peacocking is what
But
they
like at a
call it. Yeah.
baseball game, I wore remember we went to a Padres game once and I just wore snowboarding goggles. Yeah. Just cause it was bright out, put the sun, and people were going, "What is with that guy?" But it's also like it's not
I did
super
that in,
annoying.
Yeah, in Greece, I wore like a snorkel gear and like swimmies, and went on like one of those booze cruise things.
Okay.
Remember when I wore this at the Knights game in Vegas? It's their mascot who's a
Fuck yeah.
a ghillie monster, but it's just like that. Those little things.
Yeah.
And it still shows your face.
Yeah.
That's what you need.
Yeah,
You can't
gotta
go
be like
That's what he needs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good point.
For me, it's
That's a
like,
good-
Oh,
you
he
wanna
lo-
go-
he loved
we want to
COVID.
go full
Wear a
werewolf.
mask.
Yeah, full werewolf. Yeah, that's a good point.
All right, what's another
You
one?
still fuck. You keep the mask on.
How much to go on stage and go silent for 3 minutes?
Shit. 1,000. I don't think it would. I think it would. I think it might work.
Yeah, I think that's the highest we've ever had, but I also think he's reasonable. Because I think that like everyone's been
just
doing
annoying.
it really low. And I think what's going to happen is they won't be able to
They're gonna
complete the
chicken out.
task. Yeah, because they're going to get up there and really realize how long 3 minutes is.
Yeah.
And they're going to go, I can't do it. And they think that we're going to be cool enough to be like, well, you still tried. Here's your money, but we're not.
No. If you don't do that, you don't. Yeah.
It depends how
It
long
is
your
annoying.
set is.
The crowd's
too.
going to be annoyed.
You get
If
to
you're
choose
doing
the
an
show.
hour, what's 3 minutes? But if
But those 3 minutes, if they don't know why it's happening or what's going on, people will be like, come on. Hello. You know, like it's going to be so uncomfortable.
yeah, but then can you drink water?
Sure.
Yeah, but what's that's 2
You
seconds.
get a
What
fucking
are you
big
gonna-
ass feet.
That might be it.
You can't drink a
You
3
can't
minute
drink water.
They're okay with you not talking because you're drinking the
That's
water.
what I'm
But then you
saying.
just,
Oh, you just keep drinking water.
Yeah, but that's
No, that would
and
be.
then they're like, now that's the gag.
that's 3 minutes though.
But that's funny.
3 minutes
That
is long.
You could do that gag
would
for
crush.
30 seconds.
I'll try to do that for 3 minutes.
You should do it at
Where am I at
Mar-a-Lago.
next?
The
You
biggest
should-
heist.
No, and then say you're Biden at the end.
Oh, that'd
Be
be
like, that's my
great.
Biden.
That's my
The
Biden
biggest
impression.
high stakes show.
Holy shit,
Dunked
dude.
on his ass.
People were like, I thought you were doing Mitch McConnell.
I love it. They're like, yeah, they're like, finally someone's taking shots at him. He's saying what no one else is saying. I'm like, everyone's saying.
Everybody's saying this.
Dude, that is, yes. Both sides. Yeah, that's what that, yeah.
So $1,000 you do it?
Yeah.
When would you do it?
I don't even know.
Headlining?
I gotta get booked first.
Do you play the store?
No, oh yeah, we'll get into that after.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't play the stores. I don't
Oh.
know like what the rules are around that.
No, whatever. I had an audition, and I guess it was an audition for 8 people in the belly room.
Oh, Jesus.
Sporadically sat.
I had an audition for Montreal in the belly room once, and I went up to the booker and I go, "Why are we doing this here? Like, this is not a good idea." He goes, "Dude, to be honest," he was really honest about it. He's like, "It's kind of just a formality. I just need to see what you're thinking about doing.
Yeah.
You're pretty much already booked. I think everyone on this lineup at this point
Yeah.
is already booked." So then I went up there and I did like, intentionally did like a bunch of like Jesus jokes. Like just like pro Jesus jokes in the belly room for a bunch of fucking animals, and it went great. Or it didn't go terribly good, but that worked. I got booked. You know?
I love that you had just a bunch of pro Jesus jokes
Yeah.
ready to go. It's one of those things where it's like, do I address that this is the
Terrible. Yeah.
And you know what? I was like, I'm just gonna do my material. Maybe I should have addressed it, and that would have been the more pro thing to do. But I'm so tired of these. It's like I don't
Yeah,
know. I
it's silly
can't
to even
keep
do that,
fucking
yeah.
auditing. Like I don't. I'm 44. I
know.
can't care anymore.
Yeah.
I just don't care.
You
anymore.
feel like after a while you're like, I'm just chasing a ghost here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much. But I should just stay. It would be great if I get another one. I do the 3 minutes on
3
that.
minutes silence.
Fucking hardball that bitch.
I felt nervous. I did 3 minutes of silence, but I gave you 4 minutes of gold.
She's like,
We've
I
talked
love.
about it before. Do you go in the middle of the set?
I do middle
You go
of
at
the
the
set.
beginning?
And now with this water thing, I'm actually going to try it.
There's no way,
I
dude.
think it's really funny to just keep drinking the water.
People come up to you.
It's like, but then like by minute 2, I'm just like, it's like going out of my mouth.
yeah.
You're like, what is he doing up there?
You have a fucking.
Also, you're going to run out of water.
Yeah, I'll have enough up there. Don't worry. It'll be so.
It's like
fun.
when the best is
Then when it's over, and then just go back to another bottle of water.
The best is when someone's doing like a 4-minute guest spot and they bring a beer up, and
Oh.
it's like, bitch, you're not even gonna have one sip.
Yeah.
of
In
beer.
Seattle,
but it's the opposite of that.
There was
Yeah,
an open
yeah.
mic that had like 40 comics.
Oh.
Like, that's just how many. So everyone got like a 2 minute, or no, everyone got like a minute and a half, and you get the light at the minute. They bring drinks, and you go, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "Well, we see the other comics do it." You're like, "Yeah, but they're not doing a minute and a half."
You're like,
Yeah,
yeah, well,
wild.
Ron White does it. Yeah, no, I would do, dude. I've done shit like I remember first, like one of the first mics in New York, I had a piece of paper where I wrote my jokes, and it was like crisp, and so I was like, this looks fucking.
Professional.
So I crumbled it to look more fucking.
Yeah.
I don't want to look too good.
I don't wanna look like I care.
I want to look like I fucking dude.
Can't be
I want to
organized
look
up
like
here.
one of these comics that just, this is just.
Yeah, I have a beer in my crumbled paper, just like, what are jokes anyway?
I just wrote this and threw it away and then grabbed it just because in case I needed it.
Dude, when you do a lot, you see through all that shit.
I know.
Of the guy that looks
Takes a
so
while.
confident, and you just see, and you're like, I know you're fucking shitting yourself, dude.
100%.
Yeah. But it works.
we did a show with a guy and his name was Blackout Billy.
Oh, dude.
And
Blackout Billy.
he was doing whippets before the show.
Yes.
Just nonstop whippets.
He brought like a
canister.
Oh
a
my
thing,
God, dude.
And it went about as bad as you
I
could
can't believe how bad it
It
went.
went so bad.
He misread that whole situation so terribly.
Wait, time out.
Also,
How did you
someone-
book him? Someone
No, he was on a
It was
show
a bar
in,
show
Okay.
in Manhattan Beach, and this guy had been
Ponchos.
really bothering the booker over and over to book him. And it seems like a thing you could bother the booker to get on because
Yeah.
it's like a, things look easier than they are. So when you see us just kind of go up there at this like bar show, you might watch it and go, "Hey, this is just a bar in Manhattan Beach. Like I could probably do that." And this guy miscalculated everything.
It was
He
bad.
brought people, and even his own friends were leaving. Like that, it was
He's
really
like, I'll do
bad.
whippets like to chill out and like, yeah, it's like you tell yourself so
Yeah,
many
he
things.
claims that the whippets were part of his character. He wanted everyone to see him doing the way. Like, no,
Yeah,
you were just you have a problem.
Blackout Billy, dude.
Yeah,
I kind of love this guy.
yeah. It
No,
was
you thought you would want to like
Yeah.
him, and then the stand-up was just like
anti-comedy.
brutal.
It was like
Yeah.
anti-comedy for sure.
It was brutal. Let's go this route. So everything's been about 500,000. Let's see if we can stay at that. How much to do one of those get slapped by one of those slap boxers?
Fuck, dude. Oh my God, it would that. That's
America's
a lot of
number
money.
one sport right
To
now.
get hit, do I get to hit first? And if I
Yeah.
knock him out, does he not hit me?
Oh, we haven't thought about that.
Yeah.
I ask all these questions. I'm like,
That's a
dude,
good
can I at
question
least
to
have a
ask.
good time? You know,
Yeah, I think that you only get hit.
if I only get hit, I mean, that'd have to.
It's gonna be easier to arrange. I don't think they're gonna go. Yes, I'll do slap boxing.
You're gonna be mad at
with
me,
him,
but this
you know?
this will be like I would need 15 G's.
That's
I'm
pretty
not
low.
fucking getting fucking.
Lock it in, 15 G's. That's not low.
Trust me, that's not.
Oh, that's
not
not super high.
shit.
This has been the one where everyone's been like, no.
Has
There's
anyone? Have
no-
you gotten any guy where he's like insecure, so he's like 3 million fucking.
Well, a lot of guys, yeah.
Yeah.
this guy?
Josh is literally.
All my
Josh,
prices.
I'm really.
all my
I really
prices
should have
are
learned
so-
more about you.
Yeah, you're
before
coming
I-
at me twice
Yeah,
now,
yeah,
dude.
I don't give a
Josh
fuck.
literally is like, oh, I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. You're like,
I like-
oh, you couldn't.
I'm comfortable, man.
I know, which I do like that about you,
Yeah.
but for this format, it's terrible.
This guy's like, how much to do an ice bath? I'm like, $1 million.
Dude, I took him to an ice bath, these cold plunges,
Yeah.
with other people who were also all doing and he just watched. He's already there. That's the hard part, just getting there.
Yeah, it is. Have you ever been in one?
No, I won't do it. Makes no sense.
It's amazing.
I've done. Yeah, my brothers both have them at their house.
Oh, it's the best. I
Some
love
red
it.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It
got
is
in.
funny to just have one on standby at your house.
They don't have warm water.
No, they have a sauna too. they got to
You
go
just
back
put
and
warm
forth.
water in there. You don't have to put cold water in there.
Well, it loses its effects if you immediately go into like a sauna or a steam room or anything.
Someone told me recently, they're like, but this person's also fat and disgusting. So
yeah.
You
They
know,
love
you ever
the
get-
science that
yeah,
proves.
yeah. They go.
They'll find anything to be like, well, technically.
They're like, oh, I actually heard something where it doesn't do anything for you, and I'm like, neither do salads or fucking like water. He's like, yeah, no, I read that a cheeseburger.
I heard big ladies are better at sex. You're like, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I lasted like fucking 40 seconds in those things. My
Oh, yeah.
little brother did 5 minutes.
Yeah, I do 4 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
And also it's like, but my theory on it is I think a very solid theory. So it's like, it doesn't get any worse. It's just as bad for longer. So it's like if someone stabs you 100 times, they could probably get 10 more stabs in. You're not going 110. Like it maxes out at most pain, you know?
I see what you're saying.
So I just kind of like, I just get in there, I yell, I do all the shit I need to do, but then it just kind of sustains.
it never
Doesn't
gets,
get worse.
Doesn't get easier.
Like it does get
stays-
easier. Yeah, after the first minute,
Kind of
it
like
gets
a
easier.
tattoo.
Because you're panicking in the first like 30
Yeah.
seconds. You're like, you like can't catch your breath. But like after the first minute, it's just now it's plateaued.
Yeah, I fuck. It just takes a different. I try to do a thing where I'm like, you ever like you're working out and it's hurting your arms
Yeah.
and you think about your knee and you try to redirect it, but if everything's in,
Yeah.
you can't redirect.
That's true.
It's fucking tough.
And the hands hurt the most, like keeping your hand. I don't know, but
Yeah, stabbed. It's a funny analogy. I've been stabbed.
Yeah.
I got stabbed once
Really?
for what?
in the chest.
You're kidding.
Uh-uh.
What happened?
It's a long story, but it's,
We have time.
Yeah.
my brother. I visited New Orleans. My brother was at Tulane, and I was a senior in high school. And I was a virgin. I was like, I got to get some college pussy. So I was like so excited. So I had on like my best Gap shit on, and I'm fucking sitting there. And this dude is playing with a knife. He's my brother's roommate. And he's like 28 years old. And apparently he's an ex-Navy SEAL. And I'm talking to him. I was like, oh my God, you're a Navy SEAL? And he's like, yeah, you want to see some shit? And I'm like, yeah. Of course I do, Navy SEAL.
Yeah. All right. What do you mean?
And he fucking opens up this closet. And there's guns, there's knives, there's medals.
Jesus.
And there's a bulletproof vest. And I was like, oh my God, that's so cool. You got a bulletproof vest, man. I'm like 17, I'm like so impressed. First hour I'm in New Orleans. First time ever.
Yeah.
He goes, try it on. I was like, oh yeah. So I put on the vest and he goes, look, it's knife proof. And he goes like this and he takes it out and he looks at me, he goes, I think I stabbed you. And dude.
Just so calm. I think I just stabbed you. You're like, what? That's a big deal, actually. What you just said seems like a pretty big deal to me. Like, that's crazy.
It's like Diamond. Like, you don't
he
get it, man.
He noticed his knife and he's like, I think I just stabbed you. Like, yeah, that's going to be a big problem for me.
He's like, I've been thinking.
A second ago?
I believe my knife
Might have gone.
went into your chest. There, can you check it out? I think it's in your chest.
You want to get pizza? You're like, no,
I go,
this
you
is...
think? You think? And I take the vest off, and blood is just shooting.
Oh my
You can see the
God.
scar still. It's like right
That's
there.
crazy.
Yeah.
And he did it right there, like near the
Bro.
heart.
Dude, and he's like, he goes, so he has me take my shirt off, cover the wound. I think my heart, I'm
it's
bleeding
out.
Like,
Yeah.
I think it's my, because, Star Spangled Banner. Like, I'm so dumb.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
Your heart is here. I learned that night. And so my brother comes out. He's like, I stabbed your brother. And he's like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, just cold plunge.
You wanted to see what it was like.
Just take a cold plunge.
He asked me.
Yeah,
He's like winking at you. Like,
yeah. My brother never liked me. He's in on it.
Yeah.
And so
Wow.
he's like, get in the Wrangler. So we get in my brother's Wrangler, and we're driving to the ER.
Of course, yeah.
I'm
this is
bleeding out.
crazy.
And, like, the pain in my chest. But the pain in the chest isn't that bad.
Yeah.
It's my stomach muscles cramping. And it's like, because I'm going in shock.
Yeah.
And I can't breathe.
Oh, my God.
So I'm literally thinking I'm dying. Like,
Yeah,
the
of
pain.
course.
So I get to the ER in New Orleans, and it's like everyone's been stabbed. They're like, get in line.
Yeah, that
They're
big
like,
whoop.
They're like, there's 9 gunshots in front of you. Yeah, some guy got shot with a knife-proof vest on. And so that would actually probably been better. So anyways, so then they actually let me skip the line, and they're like, we think his lung is collapsed.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Privilege.
I know. And lucky for that, I was benching a lot then. So
Did the guy have, like, remorse about it at all? Like,
so
was he-
this gets really good, and it doesn't seem believable. This is all believable.
Yeah.
This is all true. So they give me a Valium to relax my stomach muscle, right? And then they do an X-ray. They go, we gotta see if his lungs collapse. Then they give me Demerol, which is a painkiller. So I'm like, woo.
Yeah, you're happy now.
Bro, I really could get stabbed 40 more times.
Right,
I'd be
you're like, and then we'll go to the college bar.
yeah.
Spice the gals.
Who
some
needs
women.
pussy? Who needs pussy? Bring more knives.
Give me Demerol.
You know I'm tough. Look how tough I am.
Yeah, look at me. I'll stab myself.
Stab
Dude.
guy.
Yeah. So they go and they come back. They go, it missed your lung by a few centimeters, but we have to keep you here for 6 hours to make sure it's not collapsed. I was like, yeah, whatever, man, whatever. So then fucking, I shit you not, I'm like kind of like, I'm not like going out in and out, but like I'm like getting a little sleepy, from the drugs and shit. And next thing I know, this Navy SEAL is in my face.
Oh, God.
And he goes to me, he goes, you got to tell the cops you stabbed yourself. They're coming here. They're going to be here any second. I'm a 17-year-old.
This guy sucks, dude. Like, this guy's a bad guy.
He's pretty cool. He fucked my dad's. he fucked
cool,
my
but
dad's neighbor's wife.
So far,
which
I
is pretty
hate
cool.
him. So far, I hate him.
He fucked my
Stabs
dad's
a kid
neighbor.
on accident and then goes, hey, you got to say you did it.
Bro, so then the cop comes, big black New Orleans cop,
Yeah.
like right out of a movie, like right out of like Treme shit, like
Cop goes, he did it, didn't he? And you're like,
I was like, no, it was a black guy. it was a black guy. It was
We were walking here.
Yeah. No, I didn't know what to say. He didn't tell me what to say.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I go to the cop. I go, I stabbed myself because a dog jumped on me, a big dog. And the cop, I swear to God, goes, all right, well, enjoy New Orleans, and just left.
Yeah, he goes, I've heard everything tonight. We've got a whole room full of liars out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of dogs.
Yeah,
a lot
these
of
dogs had guns that shot some of the guys in the fucking...
Wow.
He didn't ask me what kind of... If he asked me what kind of dog, I would have been like...
You came up with the dog
Yeah,
on
I
your
came up with
own.
dog. Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, that's what I knew.
What kind of dog was it? He was a Marine that was about 6'3", Caucasian.
You took... Oh, that's so nice.
then-
I would have ratted him out so quick.
No, but he's a Navy
afraid,
SEAL,
yeah.
dude. You can't...
Yeah.
He'll fucking murder
He's
you.
already stabbed him, and it felt it was pretty easy.
Yeah,
I mean, can he murder you from jail?
Sure.
When he gets out.
Yeah. You know how our legal justice system works.
The best part, too, is so the cop leaves. My brother tells me that I could get a Playboy bunny scar.
Cool.
And I'll go to the doctor. I was like, yo, let me get that Playboy bunny. And the doctor goes, what?
We don't do that.
My brother played him. I was like, is this a whole prank? Is Ashton Kutcher here? Did I just get
You
punked?
got punked.
I was like, dude, this is a good one, dude. You got me good.
Got me
The
good.
doctor's like, we're not doing like shapes.
Yeah. I was like, well, give me fucking penthouse something. Put
All right,
something
just make
on
it a star or something.
Yeah. So 6 hours goes by. They stitch me up. I go. My brother's like, you want to go check out the band I manage? We're driving back home. And I was like, no, I don't want to check. They played covered Gin Blossoms. I don't want to. I don't want to fucking. I got stabbed, dude. So we go to the concert, and I swear to God, and I knew this before, but the lead guitarist is the Navy SEAL that stabbed me from stage. He's like, dude, my bad.
My bad.
He gets on the mic and he goes, sorry about the accident. I go, it wasn't a fucking accident, dude. You fucking stabbed me.
He should have given you so much love, that guy.
Yeah.
Like, I would have just, that's all I would have expected in the trade is like, can you just acknowledge you stabbed me and that I lied for you to the police?
Sorry.
Like,
Yeah, like a
that's
Navy SEAL being
pretty
like, you're a
big deal.
tough guy. You're a tough guy for your age. I would have been like, I could have lived with
Something
that
like
forever.
that. Yeah, exactly. Or just being like, yo, no, you learned a valuable lesson. Us men, we stick together.
Let's give it up for
something.
He
For
might have
Andrew, my
he might have
dog.
dedicated like "Shot to Your Heart" or something, like some kind of song.
This one goes out to my guy for taking the heat tonight. Baby's black balloon makes you fly, and you're like, oh god.
Who let the dogs out?
Yeah, that's
So
funny.
fucking yeah, he ended up never being a Navy SEAL.
Oh really? It
I
was
found
all,
that out months
He
later.
made that up.
It was all
he just liked
stolen
weapons.
valor.
Oh my god.
He was in law school at Tulane, but he made it like this
Wow.
whole story.
Well, obviously
and my
not.
brother lived with him for another. Like,
I've never
6
understood
months.
people lying about the military thing because like that's honorable or not, like the lie is there's people who really take that serious. The risks of stolen valor are so high. Like if a different guy finds out you're pretending to be a Marine who is a Marine, it's very serious to him.
He
And
should have been more worried about all the Navy SEAls. I was just worried about one Navy SEAL. This guy didn't give a fuck about all of them.
Because you can lie about your medical records. We've had some comics do that. You can lie about like
the
where you
cancer
went to
guy's
college.
still
I
killing
know
it,
that
right?
guy. Well, no, I don't know what happened to him. I saw him once. He like hid from me, because he knows how
much
how
you hate
annoyed
cancer?
I was.
Yeah.
No, I was like, you're a piece of shit.
Would you hate cancer?
But just the idea of like people lie about interesting things, but the consequences are just whatever. But to lie about being in the military is a very serious one. They take that real.
And I
heavy.
can't fight him. That was the hard part too. Is I don't know if you've ever been in a fight with a guy that will just kick your ass.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't do
got a
anything.
fridge
You're gonna
full
fight
of-
a guy who just
yeah.
stabbed you?
Yeah.
He's got a fridge full of weapons that he just tested out.
Dude, I still went to Tulane,
That's great.
and it didn't get any better. That's the best part. Is like in my mind, I was like, "Oh, it can't get worse." And I was like, I burned down my fraternity house like 2 years later. I was like, maybe.
Wow.
I got a lot of those kind of stupid stories.
I
but
love
yeah.
that story.
great.
Yeah.
Too funny. I think that's all the time we got.
That's all we got. What
Yeah.
about this one chip challenge? How much to do the one chip challenge?
Oh, fuck off. I'll ain't doing my asshole. My Jewish asshole sees that, dude. That would be $1 million. I'm not even kidding. That's the one time I'm like,
hot shit like that is crazy, and it ruins your day. It
He's
definitely
like-
ruins your day.
He goes knocked out by a slap, $15,000. That $1 million.
bro, I've seen too many videos of them giving to dudes in the hood.
Oh yeah. We watched those videos
Oh,
one
yeah.
night. It looks terrible.
You remember we had bum fights back in the day? Like they would just have.
Want to know
like,
something crazy?
This is kind of the new bum fights. Like the guy just hands a one chip challenge.
My
to, like,
sister-in-law's first cousin is that dude.
Oh,
that
really?
Started bum fights. Did you ever see his
I watched all
Dr.
the bum
Phil?
fights.
Did you see when he went on Dr. Phil?
No.
Bro, I gotta show you after.
Yeah.
He goes on Dr. Phil. This is before Adam, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
whatever. He shaves his head.
Oh, you mean I love that he goes, this was before a guy we know that impersonates Dr. Phil. That's how famous Adam Ray's Dr. Phil's got, is that now we have to acknowledge not the real man Dr. Phil,
the one that I
a guy that
actually
dresses up like him at the Comedy Store.
Yeah,
Because the names are synonymous.
dumb. I
That's
don't know why I
hilarious.
did that. Yeah.
No, the actual Dr. Phil had the guy from
not
Bum
Adam
Fights.
Ray as Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
He went on the show. He had him on.
Yeah.
And he fucking shaved his head and he had a mustache. And
Oh, he went like Dr. Phil.
He looked exactly.
I think I've seen that, but I didn't know that was the guy who started Bum Fights.
Yeah, that's the same guy that started bum fights. So he brought him on. Dr. Phil brought him on to talk shit to him about starting bum fights.
Right,
And he goes,
'cause
"How does it feel to exploit people?" And the guy looks at him. He goes, "How does it feel for you?"
Yeah.
They were doing the same thing.
Doing the exact same
same thing.
Oh, what a genius.
And bum fights was actually interesting.
I used to say that all the time about at least, yeah.
Bro, it was one of the funniest things. And Dr. Phil kicked him right off.
Well, because what's the Catch Me Outside girl or whatever?
Oh,
like
yeah.
everyone like makes fun of this young girl who was a minor, by the way. Like he kept flying in a minor to the show to be like, look at this girl's trash and she's garbage and she needs to stop doing this. And they have her on multiple times because the ratings are so high. That's exploiting a thing.
Agreed.
That's just a young girl who, hasn't kind of like found her way yet, like, or whatever. And then he's just like, she does drugs and and you're like, yeah, like leave her the fuck alone.
Yeah.
She's just a regular
And that's
kid.
why we should cancel Adam Ray.
Cancel that. No, I'm just Well, Adam Ray is doing Dr. Phil to Dr. Phil. He's stealing the thing. It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
All right, thanks for being here, brother.
Yeah,
Where
man, that
can
was fun.
people come see your shows or see you or follow you? Or?
Just go to my Instagram, Andrew T. Collin, and then I have my own podcast called Puddles with
Nice.
Andrew and Brenna. I do it with my fiance,
Nice.
who's
What's the puddles? What's the concept?
some girl wrote me that I make her puddle in her panties.
Nice.
And then I just ran with it. That's pretty much the whole thing. Now I'm getting married to
Yeah.
a girl who's on that podcast. Yeah.
Well, that's marriage. You love them, but they're not puddling in their panties anymore.
I try.
JeffDye.com. You can find me all my places. I got an exciting few weeks coming up, so I'm going to stay in a haunted house. I'm going to be throwing the first pitch for the Mets. Hopefully you'll come. And then just a bunch of shows. So come check me out or follow me at JeffDye.
Josh Nelson Comedy. That's it. Thanks. Appreciate you.
We out.